Welcome to everyone watching this video today, and well, we've reached 1900 videos, and as a marker of that, for each 1910 videos pushed on all the way through to modern day in yearly terms, we're going to do a video marking each significant decade of history. So of course, between 1900s and 1910, some very key events that took place. Before any of the world wars, the world looked a very different place. But in 1900, and irrespective of our political views, the Labour Party forms, and obviously in the UK that had significant ramifications. And later on, in 1901, Queen Victoria dies after being the longest serving monarch in British history, and is then replaced by Edward VII, her son, who then ascends to the throne. In 1902, the Second Boer War ends, and hostility then in the British Empire and around parts of Africa where that was taking place obviously settles. In 1903, the Women's Social and Political Union forms, and of course this is even prior to suffragette activity, but the vote is enfranchised and women are starting to be empowered, which is obviously a fantastic thing. Then in 1904, the signing of the Entente Cordiale, which was the agreement between the UK and the French, and that obviously appeased and brought in relationship and partnership following centuries of war between the two. In 1906, the HMS Dreadnought was launched, and this was a superior warship that was produced for the naval fleet of the British Empire. And of course, at this point, no one foresaw what was going to be required of that HMS Dreadnought. 1907, the Anglo-Russian Convention, and again bringing in British and Russian interests together, working collectively. In 1908, we saw the Olympic Games come to London, and that was a very significant year. And again, partnerships around the world were looking fairly fruity, but obviously lots of things were on the horizon. In 1908 also, the British Parliament approves the old age pensions to be sanctioned, and obviously that reformed how elderly people in society were treated, where before they had to live with family members, or of course work or die. That was the sort of policy of British history. But of course, old age pensions meant that they had a little bit of sustenance with money that they paid in, received at the end, and obviously supported them in their living. And then, of course, 1910, King Edward, only after a short reign of 9 years, 1901 to 1910, King Edward VII sadly dies, and George V ascends to the throne. And of course, we see what that occurs then later in his reign. So, as we hit 1900 videos, 1910 videos, etc., we're going to mark each decade with significant events in world history, but in this case, British history. Hope you've enjoyed it, and obviously do share this video, subscribe to this channel and all the other key date event videos, and join us as we publicise what's going on. Thanks.